How's it going, YouTube? This is TrinaJI, and today we have a What Did I Buy series video. No idea what number this is on the list. I did not check before I sat down. What are we in, like the 20s now? Probably on this, something along those lines. But yeah, how's it going, guys? We have approximately, as always, 200,000 yen or $1,500 US in cards here. Nice little stack, nice little variety. Judging by the size of the stack, I would think there's some more higher dollar-ish cards in here, to be completely honest with you. I think I've been telling you guys I was going to record one of these for you guys the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Yeah, September's been a distracted month for sure. But regardless, they've been sitting here for like that long, and I don't remember what's in here. So it's just literally been sitting right, like literally other side of this where I record. So let's jump into this. Let's see what we got here. And yeah, let's enjoy. Alright, first up, we have Jirachi from Clash of the Blue Sky. 1 copy. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is definitely a top tier holo from this era, at least in my personal opinion. Kazuki did a fine job, and I think you don't really appreciate this one until you kind of like look at it like this and see all of the nice colors and shapes and all that kind of stuff that Kazuki's known for. Got Metagross EX here, Undone Seal? Yeah, Undone Seal, I think. 2 copies of Metagross. We will, oh yeah, we didn't check the back of the Jirachi. I guess we can do that now quick. Yeah, we'll cruise through these if you're new here. Check the front, check the back, check how many copies we got of each one. This one's got some stuff. What's this? I don't know. I don't know what that is. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look gem mint. Actually, yeah, I guess it is part of the card. I don't know. Definitely not a gem mint copy of the Jirachi, but it is what it is. I already put micro scratches on it by not having mint sleeves, so if you know about that, you know. Alright, I gotta stop doing that. It's been a while and I still brought that up. If that guy still didn't unsubscribe from me and he's still watching, hopefully he comments down below. Lets me know if he hates me or if he's willing to be indifferent with this on that subject on me and keep watching. We'll see. I haven't made it easy on him, I'll be honest. But yeah, 2 copies of the Metagross EX from Undone Seal. Looks like we had a corner ding up there. Kind of just basic condition. A lot of this lineup getting sold as singles, but I mean, that is one thing. Whenever I buy this stuff, that's always the goal, is to pay a price that I feel is good enough that when I sell it, if I have to sell it raw, that I can still make a small profit margin off of it. That's how I do pretty much all of my buying for the most part. I don't like to gamble too much because a lot of times it's just not worth it. But we got White Kyurem here from CP2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 copies of White Kyurem. This is very flashy, right? Very flashy. It's a good card, but very flashy. Do this? Shin Nagasawa. All right. Ooh, well, you know that one's not mint condition, right? Everybody thinks just because it's XY, you know, it's mint condition as soon as you get it, no matter where it's from. And that just, sorry to say, isn't the truth. It's not even the truth for Sun and Moon. And at some point, what are we? That's terrible. What are we in? Scarlet Violet? Yes. At some point, probably in the near future, you're going to be you're going to have to be pretty diligent checking your Sword and Shield stuff. Like, it's how it is. You know, the time passes, things get older, and there's less just pack fresh mint stuff laying around, no matter what era. We got Black Kyurem then, also from CP2. Excuse me. Something's not agreeing with me. 1, 2, 3 copies. Front copy, well, you can see the chipping edge, well, chipping kind of dings right there. And back copy, I will be honest, my phone screen is very smudged up, so there's going to be, I'm not going to be able to see this stuff well. Not that I normally can through the phone, but definitely cannot see what I should be seeing. And I don't want to touch the screen and try to clean it off, because then if I stop the video, I'll be aggravated, and I just don't feel like piecing it together. That simple. Ooh, black and white promo Rayquaza. I think is this Nobunaga's Rayquaza? Nobunaga's Ambition promo? I think that's what it is, but BWP regardless. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Ray. It's a nice card. I think that's supposed to be Nobunaga in the background. I can't remember what the whole release of this was, but it's kind of a shame there. This copy looked pretty nice, and then you get down to here, and, well, that's not mint. Not that any of this stuff was supposed to technically be mint, but, you know, you always hope. We got Leafeon Level X from Dawn Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 copies of Leafeon Level X. You love to see that. I don't think we can fan these out all the way, but we're trying. No, we're gonna do a little test here. How many copies of first edition and how many copies of Unlimited did I get with this order? So first up, we got first edition. We do have an unlimited. First edition, unlimited, first edition, unlimited, first edition. So I know this is a very small sample size, but in that 11 copies, we only got 3 unlimited. Now, people always think that just because it's the first edition stamp that it is rare, but typically with most Japanese sets, unlimited is actually the rarer of the two. It got a much smaller print run on most sets, especially from EX era and this era. It's just how it is. But yeah, three of the 11 there. So 8 first edition, 3 unlimited out of 11. If we have anything else in here older that has like that kind of era, we'll try to do a quick check on that too. Do a little feeler, but I'm kind of fanning through here and I don't really see too much. We'll see what we get to. But yeah, beautiful card. Absolutely love Level X, Leafeon, and Glaceon. Got something up top there. That might come off. It might just be something on the edge of the card. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Oh, I thought it just came off. It did just come off, yeah. Sometimes stuff just sticks to cards. It just is just how things are. So, that being said, I think that whitening's from, a little bit of whitening. A little bit of whitening, but overall very clean back copy. Ooh. Man, we're fumbling the bag today. I haven't done one of these for a while, and honestly, I've been recording like one video a week, trying to obviously up that, and kind of got to get back into the swing of things. We have 1 copy of the Ditto Bulbasaur by Yukimori from Holland Research Tower. Front looks pretty good. I have a PSA 10 of this in my collection, thankfully. I love this card. Back looks pretty decent, too. I don't know if it's grade-worthy, but it's definitely a nice copy. Something that's tough. Another thing people don't realize, too, is this is a rare. So it's not like it's like, oh, it's just a common. It's just thrown in there everywhere, uncommon, thrown in there everywhere. It's a 1 per pack type deal. And it doesn't mean you're getting, obviously, this one. And there's a ton of rares from those sets. All right, we got Mewtwo Level X. This is from, I want to say, the Regigigas Level X deck. I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of Mewtwo. I don't know if this one came in first edition. I was going to do the check on this, but yeah, it did actually. This one's going to prove me wrong, but I don't think this counts because this is a more of a, this is like a side deck type thing. This isn't actually from a regular set, so we're just going to bypass it. But there are more unlimited copies in here than there are first edition. Front of that one looks pretty good. Back of this looks good, except for a little mark there, which is very unfortunate, but I'm sure this is still a, it's not even the right copy. I'm sure this is a very clean copy still. Got Gotta fan them out. You never know. I'm always searching for, if you guys are familiar with the channel, I always do a thumbnail fanned out like that of one of the cards, and then have the Psyduck hiding somewhere in there. So I always gotta, if I'm maybe feeling it, I gotta fan it out. Maybe possibly get that for the thumbnail, you know? Real professional like. We got Mew here from CP5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Mew. Now this set, I don't even know if Unlimited exists in this set, to be completely honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen it. What is this, Legendary Dream Shine collection? I don't think I've personally ever seen it. Maybe it does exist, but this is definitely a case that if Unlimited is out there, it is extraordinarily rare for this one. It's a nice card. I definitely think this is kind of a slept-on Mew for sure, especially with the sparkle foiling. Nice front. Back looks... Oh, well, we got that there. Yeah, it sucks. We're getting a lot of cards here that look really nice, and then we just get one little defect. Which there's still, I mean, this is still near mint as long as there's no scratches. Obviously, oh, well, no, this one's not. I can already see it's not near mint. But some of these are still near mint in the condition they're in, which is great. You know, it's great for selling. But as far as grading some of this stuff, it's just not worth sending it in, depending on what it is, and then getting like a 7 or an 8, which, again, 7 and 8 still near mint. We got Deoxys EX full art here from DW8. Ooh, what is Deoxys from? What is the actual set called? He's got a big old blue hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Deoxys. I can't remember what set this was. It's been a little while since I submitted some black and white, but oh man, can you see the texture? Can you feel the texture? I know you can't reach out and touch it. We can try, but can you feel the texture you're seeing? Because it's just that good. Front copy, and you know the thing about these is these things are so thick, like the texture is so thick in the front that a lot of times it's like there's almost never damage to the front of these. They honestly look like mint. Like this looks, unless I'm missing something, like just quick glance through the camera lens, this thing looks mint in the front, but then you get to the back a lot of these and it's just like this. They got so much edge wear, and they're so easily, I mean, look, all of these have a little bit of edge wear, whitening, some more excessive, obviously, like this one than the others, but black and white is definitely an interesting era as far as how cards weathered. But still a great card. Still a great card. We have the Mega Gengar EX. This is the XYP promo. I love the wording. I don't know, this is just a night promo. Yeah, a night promo. It's a night promo, apparently. I can't speak. Nice promo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Gengar. He's got the third eye going on. He's got the jelly beans. This is the cousin to the full art jelly bean Gengar. I actually have one of those in my collection. I have a 9 in my collection. Front looks pretty good. Back, this is just like a smudge. Kind of looks like it, but there also looks like there might be a minor little dent there. Yeah, a little bit of wear in the bottom. So I'm telling you, man, XY doesn't mean this stuff's mint. A lot of people think that, and it's wild to me. All right, got Mew here from Shining Darkness. Nice little swirl popping out on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies, and I just want to jump back. Again, I'm looking through the camera, so I get a different kind of viewpoint. I mean, I know, like, yeah, you're recording it, but I'm like, look, my head's tilted up. I'm not getting quite the view. I don't know what it was, but when I scrolled through here, when I fanned through here, it kind of felt like one of these was like a different color, like it was a little bit darker, but I guess I'm just seeing things, which is probably correct since it is like 1:30 in the morning, probably closing on 2. Ooh, look at that swirl right in the tail. All right, we take those. But again, 7 copies of the Mew. Front copy looks all right. Got a little bit of nicks down there. Back copy is looking clean, though. Like that. That's the tail one, isn't it? Ooh, man, if that would grade a 10, which I already know it won't because I'm seeing the centering. Well, it's close, but most likely won't grade a 10 because of the centering. But that would have been a nice one. Look at that. Oof. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. All right, we got another Mewtwo level X here. This one is from the actual Mewtwo level X deck. The other one was Regigigas. Why they did it like that, I have no idea. And it looks like we were missing another Mew that we somehow got sorted out of here. I don't think that's the only one. That's weird. So we had 8 copies of Mew. This one is also very beautiful. But 1, 2, 3 copies of Mewtwo level X. Front looks pretty good. Not bad. Maybe a little bit of beveling there. Back one looks very clean overall, but there's definitely some marks. Well, maybe not. We're seeing some stuff here. I can never really tell until I get into the light box and actually bear down on them, but no. You guys probably get a better viewpoint than what I do, for sure. Plus, you're on a bigger screen. Plus, you're not talking. Yeah, you're probably doing better. So don't chastise me too much if you see something and I say it looks good, okay? Just calm down. Relax. Tone it down a notch. Be like him. Just mellow out. This guy's sleeping. Kind of wish I was sleeping. I will be soon. Dark Slowking. 2 copies. Rocket Gang Strikes Back. I will say a lot of this stuff is drying up. It's getting a lot tougher to find. Not just a lot tougher to... It's not like... When I say tougher to find, I'm not like, oh, well, you're not going to find this Dark Slowking anywhere. Well, you can find them, yes, but the price point is not going to be quite ideal when you're looking in the wild. The condition is not going to be ideal. You're going to see a lot of those flaky ones where you're like, is it in good condition? Is it not? This, person listing it sucks. I don't really know. Just a lot of this vintage stuff is really drying up, and I feel like I am one that soaked a lot of this stuff up the last year when prices kind of came down. It's not that prices aren't still a little low on some stuff, but I'm wondering if that's going to signal a resurgence in price and stuff. Not like a boom per se, but more like a regulation to where some of these cards deserve to be priced. Because again, I'm not quite seeing some of this stuff like I was even just a couple months ago. It just seems like all of a sudden a switch flicked and boom, like we're in a drought. So we'll see. Front copy looked all right. Back copy looks all right, but we got some marks for sure. Got Drifloon here from Stormfront. This is the shiny version, and man, is he's got some scratching and some indents. I say that because of the way that he is, and you can see that. Yeah, well, that's not getting graded, but hopefully it still goes to a good home. Back doesn't look too bad overall, though. All right, we got another Mega Gengar EX here. This is... Oh, we sold something. We sold something. Ninetales V full art from Rebellion Clash PSA 10. Could not see the price, but you guys will see it on the Monday Weekend Sales Recap, so stay tuned. Phantom Gate. This is... CP4 was what? I can't remember, but this is one of those kind of middle-of-the-road sets where they did reverse foils. And they did reverse foils of the EXs. So some people like these, some people don't. I kind of like them. I think they're cool, but they're very flashy. But front of that one looks all right. We just got 1 copy here, and the back doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty all right. Not mint, but definitely near mint. 2 Groudon EXs. Oh, no, I lied. 4 Groudon EXs. What's better than 2? Doubling it to 4. Groudon EX here from, I think it's Earth's Groudon deck. I think that's what this is. I could be completely wrong, but this has the cracked ice foiling. Very odd that they chose to do this randomly in this deck. I don't know what it was. I mean, it looks good, but it's just very weird how the decision was made. I'm not sure if it was a test for the Regis that were put in. What are the Regis in? Flight of Legends has the birds, and they're all in this foiling. The Regis are in... Is it Flight of Legends? Maybe it is. Either way, I'm wondering if it was a test for them. Probably not, because I guess I can look down at the year, 06, and I think Flight of Legends was before 06. I think it was 04. So, big wrong on that immediately, but it was a decent hypothesis until it wasn't. 4 copies of this, though. Can't really tell how the front of that one is, because, I mean... Well, we can. It's not good there, that's for sure. But there's a lot going on in that. Nick in the corner up top. A little bit of residue is the best way to describe that. And, yeah, not bad. Not great, not bad. Sorry if you hear me, like, I hate to say it, like sucking up snot, but that's kind of what it sounds like. But we're in the changing of the seasons here with fall, and it has me, I don't know if it's allergies. I know you just change, like your body gets readjusted and reacclimated for the seasons, but I just feel a little out of sorts, just a little bit. But we got Larvitar here. I think this is an A&A promo. Unfortunately, he's been pelted with rocks, as you can see by this copy. There's an alternate copy of Pikachu that came with this in a pamphlet. You can see Pikachu on the other side here, and then it is Pikachu's perspective looking at Larvitar, so it's pretty sweet. But obviously the front of this one's not great, and the back, again, I mean, there were rocks thrown at this. That's my best guess. Love this card. Got 2 copies here of Mankey from Nadawake, and this is like typical old back fashion. We have 1 copy on the left, very dark printing, and then 1 copy on the right, very light. It's just something that, I mean, it just happened a ton back in the old back era, and by old back, I mean backs that look like that. You see a lot of this, and you could almost be a collector of different printings, like shades and colors, because there's just a ton of that kind of stuff. And honestly, some of the really dark print hollows from like base set look pretty sick. But I absolutely love this card. I have a PSA 10 copy of this in my collection. It'd be really nice to grade another PSA 10, but I'm already seeing a little bevel there. Yeah. We will see upon further inspection. And the back copy actually doesn't look too bad. This still might be worth grading just because Nadawake is, I mean, they're tough promos to acquire anymore. All right, we got Typhlosion. These have kind of fell out of favor. It was funny. I was watching a video with my dad the other day on YouTube. It was with Burbank Cards. And I don't know what popped up, but a picture of one of these came up in PSA 10 and like what it sold for. And he's like, you have any of those? I was like, yeah. It's like, I remember selling these for like, I actually found a sale for them. I sold one of these in PSA 10 for $1,200 during the peak of things, and man, have they fallen. And do they deserve to fall that far? A little bit, because I think they went too crazy too fast. But are these kind of tough to acquire now? Yes, absolutely. This stuff is getting harder and harder to find mint, and this is a hit. So, but yeah, price has definitely fallen from that peak. Absolutely. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Typhlosion Prime, and then 1 copy in reverse, which is obviously much rare. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm like burping. I'm falling apart, man. We have any unlimited copies? Those are the super rare ones. It's funny we talked about that earlier, about unlimited being rare, and then I make a joke about it. Like it's, I guess I'm making a joke about myself, which I guess that's fine. That's due. But front copy here. A little bit of wear down there. Not too bad overall. I remember when you could pick these up. Oh, man. Well, this one was slashed with a knife, or a sword, or a dagger, or the claws of a bear. You decide, but the other one was rocks. This one was sharp objects. But yeah, not quite mint there. What was I going to say? I lost track. I saw the slash marks, and I got scared, apparently. That's rough. You guys are going to know what I just said, and then you're going to realize that I couldn't finish it. So, I was going to say, I don't know. Not even going to try. Going to move on. Here's the reverse copy. They get these, it gets these weird, like, I don't know if this is, like, residue, dog drool. I don't know what it is, but they get marks like this, along with the scratching. And the back doesn't really matter. It is not very mint anyway, but these reverses are very tough to find. We got Charizard here from Freeze Bolt, Black and White era. Hollow Rare, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of Charizard. I like this Charizard. It's pretty sweet. Little digital, but still neat. Front copy didn't look too bad. Back copy is looking pretty clean overall. Little mark there. Let's check this for unlimited, because black and white's pretty rare for unlimited too. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one. There's one. 5, 6. So 6 to 2 on unlimited and first edition. Again, unlimited is pretty rare for black and white, especially some particular sets. I'm not an expert on it, but so I don't know if Freeze Bolt is one of them, but definitely you do not see unlimited as often as you do first edition. This is a super cool artwork here. We have Ninetales by Kusajima. I always tell people that do not sleep, especially on the older stuff, and even now on newer stuff, like even now till this day, on Japanese exclusive, like side decks, theme decks, quarter decks, half decks, box sets, special box side release promo set thing, Pokemon Center exclusive stuff, any kind of thing like that, because there's always usually some good exclusive artwork. Now, I don't know if this is exclusive to Japan, but this is an artwork when I see it that I realize that I have not seen it very often whenever I see it. This is from some sort of side deck thing. I can picture what it is like in my head. I know there's a Blastoise one that has like the Blastoise foil, like the cracked ice foiling one, and it's like in like a little pack, so it's probably like a quarter deck or even 10 cards. I mean, that's, yeah, I guess a little less than a quarter deck, but side deck is more like it. But do not sleep on this kind of stuff. There are so many good artworks, especially in vintage, in these crazy, obscure, weird side deck things. Just be aware. Front of that one, you can see some marks, and the back, unfortunately, you can see a mark there. But this is just a super cool card, and I doubt Kusajima has done any other Ninetales, but I could be wrong. We have Charizard, Advent of Arceus. Nice roll on that one. 1, 2, 3 copies of Charizard from Advent. 1, 2, 3, all first editions. These are getting more expensive, tougher to find. They hit a peak during COVID. They came down pretty far, and now I would suspect, with it being tougher to find them, that they go up slightly. Back copy is looking... Ooh, is there just a little mark there? This thing looks so clean other than that. And the front copy looks pretty clean as well. We're going to hope for a 10 out of at least one of those. All right, we got Charizard here from the Charizard Garchomp SP deck. 1 copy. Ooh, man. Well, this one was through the shredder, partially. It got sucked into the shredder, as you can see right there, because of the way that it is. And somebody quick yanked it out and saved it, but it did get thrown through the shredder. So we already know what condition that's in. Ooh, love this one. We got Pikachu, DP card exchange promo. Absolutely love this card. I don't know if I have any of these one of these in my collection. It's probably one I probably should do. I've had it before. I've had numerous 10s of this. Had them in my collection. Kind of faded out, but it's probably one that I should just put in. I love DP card exchange foils. This one is not going to hit the 10. So probably not this copy, but this is still a beautiful foiling and still a beautiful card. We got Ho-Oh, Pokepark, Mountain, Pokepark, is it Forest and Mountain? I think so. Pokepark Mountain file, I believe. And this one also, not so great. Not so great. But it was enjoyed, hopefully by a child that put it in his pocket, carried it around. I said the child as it, but no, it is what it is. I have a kid, you know, it is what it is. They almost are like it's. They're just little monsters that, well, if you're a parent, you understand. If you're not a parent yet, maybe you'll understand. And if you're never deciding to be a parent, that's fine. And you're avoiding some awesomeness, but also little monsters. You're avoiding monsters. So just be aware of that. But yeah. I can only imagine the rods that stuck around in some kid's pocket. Maybe he actually went to the event, you know what I mean? Maybe he bit that corner there. We're making up stories here as we go. We got spiky-eared Pichu here. 1, 2 copies of it. I say spiky-eared because that's what it's called, and because it's from the movie commemoration pack, and it has a spiky ear. But 2 copies. Front looks very clean on this one, as do a lot of these. And then the back is usually where you see stuff. But the back of this one looks very nice too. We like that. We take those. What is this? Battle City? I think this is Battle City. This is like a Koro promo. We got Kyurem fighting Mewtwo, or vice versa. I don't know who's attacking who's the aggressor, who's on the defensive. I mean, he's putting up a shield, but he also looks like he's charging, so nobody knows. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of this promo. Pretty cool one, in my opinion. Has the confetti foiling. This isn't even really cracked ice, more like confetti, as I just said. Front of this one is not too bad. These are pretty tough to grade, and the back copy, well, I mean, you see it. You see how it is, so you know it's not gradable. Because you're a smart person, smart human. Maybe you're an alien, maybe you're an animal, I don't know. But you're smart, you're intelligent. You saw it, you know. Suicune, Shining Darkness, 1, 2 copies. Front looks pretty good, little something there. And the back, we got a wave up here. Not sure what that is. Pretty clean overall other than that. Ooh, here's a retro one. A little throwback. We got the Dark Blastoise from the original Team Rocket. I talked about in a few videos about the new set supposedly coming out. The new Team Rocket set. And they kind of teased that with like a Team Rocket symbol or something in a video. And now I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know, you know, Team Rocket's still hiding in the shadows. What's up? But I'd really like to know some information because I'm actually kind of interested in that set. I'd like to open some of that and see it, and, you know, be a part of it. So, yeah, does anyone know any details about that? Comment if you do. I'm curious. I haven't seen any updates. But 1, 2 copies of Dark Blastoise. Dark Blastoise has a few scratches on him on the front. You can see by the silvering. But we don't really expect Dark Blastoise to be mint, even though the back of this one looks pretty clean. We got a little wave at the top there. It is so tough to find good old back stuff anymore. I don't know why I even sell some of this stuff for as cheap as what I do. We got Dark Gyarados. This one from the more recent Team Rocket Gang Strikes Back era, but this is actually from one of the deck kits. This is the silver, I believe. 1, 2, 3 copies of Dark Gyarados. Man, I got some good stuff in here for sure, but I definitely got some beat up copies. Like the back of this one looks really good, and then, well, little nick there. And the front of this one, well, not so good. Trainer's Mag Articuno. Beautiful, beautiful Harada artwork. This one on the front does not look too bad. What about the back? Ooh. A little something at the top there. That's still pretty clean. That might be grade worthy yet, because even like an 8 or 9, and that's probably worth just sending in bulk. We got Piplup here from Shiny Collection. 1, 2 copies of it. I love this card. I love the foiling. I love the color. I love the bubbles. I love everything about it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the artwork is kind of like subpar. Like, Piplup looks cool. He's getting fed like shaved ice or something. Sweet artwork. But I almost like the rest of the card more than I like the actual image. I know it sounds terrible, but it's a good card. It's a great overall card, but definitely like the bubbles, the foiling, everything kind of makes it. We got decent condition on the front, and actually really, well, we got a mark there. Man, we're getting hammered on these mint cards with little marks. But everything just comes mint from Japan. It's magical. It's a magical place, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Glaceon Level X. Also, very beautiful card. Front of that one looks pretty good. Back of that one, not so much. Not so much. Ooh, here's a good one. We got the Umbreon McDonald's P promo. Yeah, I mean, is there much to say about this? Not a super clean copy, not super clean in the front, but man, dude, like, this is such a good card. What is going on? Oh my gosh. All right, so that's on the card. Okay, no, we're gonna have to try to... That could be a booger, guys. I don't know. that right there, yeah, that could be a booger. I don't know. I don't know if that's coming off either. I mean, it's going to come off, but I don't know if it's coming off in the sense that it's going to just come off and not be a problem for the card. But we will see. That's upsetting. Back of this one, also not so great. Also not so great. I had like 4 copies that I got in another order. I don't know if I might have showed that one already. I don't know. Yeah, that, if not, it's in a box over there, and will get shown eventually. But the copies look much better than what this one does, but that's a shame. Still a beautiful card, though. Still a beautiful card. We have the Dark Dragonite, also from the Team Rocket Gang Silver Deck Kit. 1, 2, 3 copies of it. This is a crazy wild foiling as well. This card was selling for massive amounts during COVID. I think I sold like 2 or 3 tins of this, all for probably close to 1,000, if not more. I would think somewhere around that range. I would say probably close to 700 to 1,000 range. I think it's dropped significantly since then, but it is still probably decently priced, and it is a beautiful card. I mean, it doesn't take away from that. It's the biggest thing. Something doesn't have to be valuable to be a good card. It could be a penny card out of a dollar. Yeah, a penny card out of a $1 box. That makes a lot of sense, right? Could be a very cheap card is what we're going for here, and still could be good. Doesn't have to be expensive to be a good card, but this one is definitely good. Front doesn't look too bad. Back, we got marks. Blade. We have Umbreon here. I can't remember what this set release was, but this was like a set release promo. 1, 2, 3. I think it came in like a little like cellophane blister with packs, if I remember right. Maybe like, is it Thunder Knuckle? Was it Thunder Knuckle? I don't know. It was something. It was a set, believe it or not, black and white set. But 3 copies here of the Umbreon promo. I remember when these used to be easily acquired and they were super cheap. Oh, you know what? I think back earlier when we had a brain fart and I was talking about like when you could acquire something cheap. Is that what it was? Is that what I was talking about? I could just be going delirious. But there was a time when you could grab a lot of this stuff insanely cheap. Like this stuff was probably like 100 yen, 200 yen, 300 yen. And now, I mean, probably you're looking at 1,500 to 2,000 yen, probably like even more than that for a really clean copy. I mean, it just, things have changed. And some for the better, some not so much, but that's life. Back copy looks pretty good there. All right, we got Rayquaza here. This is like Rayquaza side deck, Rayquaza EX side deck. I mean, this is a great card, right? 2 copies. Front copy doesn't look terrible. Back copy and even the first copy has a lot of play and whitening, which is pretty typical. It's just so tough to find this stuff anymore. But that's why we try, and that's why we pay prices that we feel are fair, and that you can sell raw for a profit or break even. That's why we plan ahead, guys. That's why we do that. Dragonite, Fossil, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Dragonite from Fossil. Yeah, I mean, these are definitely played. I think I bought them expecting them to be played. I mean, big play on that. But, again, this stuff sells played because, I mean, people are looking to complete sets, and they don't want to pay near mint prices. Not everybody wants to pay that, believe it or not. Not everybody wants to grade their stuff. There are the true OG binder collectors out there. I think it's important to have, I mean, I can't say that. Like, a collection is your thing. It's like your identity within the hobby. So I can't say, you know, every collector should, you know, have this or should, you know, you can't really say that because it's not how it works. That's kind of lame if there's like a standard for, I mean, then nobody's collection is unique. But I think in a vague sense, like, you should have graded and ungraded in your collection. I think it's just nice to have all of it and displayable. It's nice to have some sealed stuff. It's nice to have some graded stuff. It's nice to have some merch. It's nice to just have it all and not and just stuff that's really like, you know, you don't need to have like all the cards or, you know, all the merch or all the graded 10 stuff. Like have a little bit of everything, and just stuff that means a lot to you, like from each area of the hobby. Or I mean, if you don't, if you're trying to catch them all and you're trying to complete every set or get everything in 10, like that's part of it too. Like that's like a challenge. Like that's like hard mode, or, you know, super hard mode. But definitely, like, variety is the spice of life, you know? Just having a little bit of everything is definitely nice. But anyway, moving on from that, we got Dragonite, Cry from the Mysterious? Or is this I think it's Cry from the Mysterious, not Temple of Anger. We got one. See, look at this one. This one definitely a little bit darker. Notice it right off the bat. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Whoa. I did not know these were in here. Ooh. I didn't. Trust me, I did not intentionally. Well, I probably did know these were in here when I put this here originally. But yeah, these have just been sitting over here floating around. Huh. All right. Well, that's nice. That's a nice little, hey, I didn't know I had that moment. But yeah, anyway, Dragonite, Cry the Mysterious, 4 copies. Front of this one looks a little scratched. And the back is a little bit played. But overall, not too bad. But yeah, here we go. I mean, I know, yeah, oh my god, you probably put this in the back to, like, you know, just finish it off, be like a finale. And trust me, I didn't, because I probably want to, like, just let these sit on the back of this monitor stand if I knew these were on the back, but I didn't know these were on the back. The back one here, maybe, I mean, no, yeah, definitely, oh, okay, well, this one is in played condition, as you can see, because of the way that it is. So maybe, I mean, that's fine that this was in the back. It, you know, protected its brethren from, you know, the hardships of being on the PC monitor. But yeah, that's a nice surprise. We got Lugia EX here from what, Plasma BW7. But man, this may be the last time I have copies of this like this. I just don't think this is going to be a card that I try to acquire too often, just because of the price point. I must have saw these at a fair price and picked them up, but man, that was a nice little surprise there. I am happy. I literally was about to scroll past the Dragonite and be like, okay, like this, I don't think we're ending this on too much of a high note. Like, where are we at? And boom, just like that. 5 full art Lugias from Plasma. Gale, Blast, something, but yeah. They're Plasma E Lugias. Man, that's cool. But the front copy does not look too bad. I guess we'll take a look at that one too, because we already know what the back one looks like. Man, that does not look too bad. That's cool. All right. All right. It sucks that I didn't see this like mid video, because I would have got like a burst of energy to like fight through. Again, I can't say fight through the video. Like, I don't like doing this. Obviously I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it, but I'm ready for bed is basically what I'm telling you. And now I'm like kind of energized, because we hit into this, and I'm just like, man, it's amazing what's just sitting in boxes and on my desk and around me at any time that I could potentially forget about. It's just, maybe that's negligence. I really don't know, but man, that's all right. Going to bed on a high note after that. Good deal. We're happy with that. We were hoping at least one of these is gradable, and if not, it doesn't matter, because again, I probably paid a price that I was pretty comfortable with these. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have picked them up. But yeah, man, cool. Sorry, I'm just like super stoked on that. But yeah, guys, again, that was approximately 1,500-ish USD, or 200,000 yen in cards. I'm actually going to sleeve these guys up. I don't typically do this before I pre-check, but the condition of that one has me a little nervous, because if there's a couple other ones in there like that, that means these are like pretty gradable, other than the back one, which you saw. But yeah, we'll sleeve these up, because these are a little pricier. We're even going to sleeve up the damaged one, because, you know, he deserves that sort of respect. He protected his buddies on the TV stand for the last 3.5, 4 weeks. So you can see the crease on him, but it doesn't matter, because he's going to go to a good home too. He deserves it. But yeah, approximately 1,500-ish USD, guys. 200,000-ish yen. Again, I just always pay what I feel like is a good price for something. I don't like overpaying. I don't like gambling too much with all this, even though it is kind of a gamble in its own right. This business is definitely a gamble for sure. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, if the world gets flipped upside down tomorrow, I think the last thing people are going to be doing is buying Pokemon cards, but maybe I could be wrong. I mean, nobody thought that people would be doing that during COVID, and they did. So, yet to be seen. I hope we don't have to see it. But yeah, that's how I buy stuff. I like to be able to pay a price that I know I'm going to get it raw, and I'm going to assume right away it's not gradable. That's how I just feel. I just think out of the gate so I don't get my hopes up. And then if it is gradable, great. If not, I'm going to sell it raw and potentially make a little bit of a profit. And if not, hopefully break even. And that's the goal. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know I haven't done many of these videos lately. There are plenty in the pipeline that I can do because I have a ton of orders that I still haven't pulled out to do. I've specifically set all the orders aside from the last couple months. Even though I haven't been buying much, I set that kind of stuff aside to do videos before that I actually go through them and list them. Just because I have so much other inventory that I can do that. It's definitely a good thing. But yeah, we'll get more of these cranked out. Try to do one at least every other week. And yeah, I think I'm going to do some more openings on occasion. I've been kind of getting an itch to open some Japanese stuff now that the price for boxes is like 4,500 to like 6,000 yen for a lot of this stuff. There's some fun to be had. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I kind of want to open a little bit of stuff because there for a while everything was inaccessible and super expensive. So a couple sets that I got my eye on. Newer, what is it? Paradise Dracona. I kind of want to open that. Might pick up some boxes of that. Maybe I'll start selling some boxes here and there. I don't know. We got a lot to go over. Winter's coming, and we're gonna do some things. Okay, we'll have some fun, promise. But I'm going to bed on that note. Yeah, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Enjoy the Lugia.